Good morning, students. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, I'm going to start in my students. In my last video, I discussed about what is estimation. So today, at first, I will discuss that problem set twice G, and then I will go forward. Okay. So there you see here. So students, this how to solve this type of problems, those things already I have discussed in my last video. Here I want to show you how to solve this type of problem. So you see the first question, the fill in the blank. So you this scale is given here, and you see the mark is here is marking then 370, and here is marking 710. So you see here in the fill in the blanks is given here 370 to the nearest 100 is. So what you have to do, because rounding off is the one of the way to do good estimation. Okay, so 370, this is a 3-digit number, and you see one thing. So how can you find out what is the nearest of 100 is it? So you see in the scale. So you see this 370 is far away from 300 and very closer to 400. Okay, and you see this 370 is between 300 and 400, and its distance from 300 is more than its distance from 400. Okay, so this side distance is more than this side. Okay, so that's why what is the nearest 100 is. So the nearest 100, 370 to the nearest 100 is 400. So how can you solve this question? So question number 1, so you write down 370 to the nearest 100 is 400, because you see that that number 370 is between 300 and 400, and its distance from 300 is more than its distance from 400. Okay, so that's why when you round it to the hundreds, then 370 would be 400. Okay, so now the second question, second part of the first question is 710. So 710 is in between 700 and 800, but you see here the distance from 700 is less than its distance from 800. So you can say that its distance from 800 is more than its distance from 700. So 710 to the nearest 100 is 700. So the second part is that, so this is 400, and 710 to the nearest 100 is 700. Okay, so like this way you have to solve. Okay, now you see the second question, that in here you see this is marking here. So it is that, but is missing the number. What is the number? It is not mentioned. So that's why you have to find out what is the how many are division in between 300 and 400. So see here 1 2 3 4 5. So this place is the 350, and here in this side is also 5 division here. So if you count this 300, then 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, and now it's 400. So what will be this one? So 340. So the second question, 340 to the nearest 100 is. Okay, so you see here that 340 is in between 300 and 400, and its distance from 400 is more than its distance from 300. So that 340 to the nearest 100 is 300. Okay, so 340 the nearest 100 is 300. Okay, see this question. So this question, you see that the arrow sign is placed on the place of 550. So you see here in 550, it is in between 500 and 600, and it is the middle position of the 500 and 600. So in this case, how can you find out that to the nearest 100? So you see here that 500 and 600, in this case you see, so 550. So find 150 to the nearest 100 is, how much is it? So you see here, whenever we are doing the rounded to the nearest 100, so you see what is the digit is in tens place. So you see this, the digit is in tens place is 5, and that whenever that digit is in tens place is lies between 5 to 9. So in this case we will do rounded up, so that the number will be would be the 550 would be 600. So that is increased. What is the digit is in 100 place, the digit increased by 1, and tens place and ones place you have to replace by zeros. Okay, so the number will be 600. So 550 to the nearest 100 would be 600. Okay. Okay, so like this way you please solve the question number 3. Okay, now you see that question number 3 you please do yourself. Now go to question number 4. So question number 4 is round to the nearest 10. So is round to the nearest 10, and you see the digit what is the digit is in tens place, that underline on below the digit. So we have to do the rounded to the nearest 10. So what is that condition to round it to the nearest 10? So that's why, that in this case you have to check what is the digit is in ones place. So you see in ones place the digit is the, if you take the first question, so question number 4a, so that number is 804, and you have to do the nearest 10. So round it to the nearest 10. So here actually you see the what is the digit is in ones place. So if you write the number is in place value chart, so 1, tens and 100, and you have to do the round it to the nearest 10. So you have to check what is the digit is in ones place. So you see the digit is in ones place is 4, and 4 is less than 5. So actually what we are doing, so that is we are rounded up. Okay, so we are doing rounded up. So here actually what is the rules to the rounded up? So for the rounding the number to the nearest tens, change the numbers which end in 1, 2, 3 or 4. You can say that is if the digit what is there in ones place, if that is less than 5. So in that case that what is the digit is in ones place, that replaced by 0. Okay, so in this case what would after rounding up, what is the number would be? So you write down 804 rounded to the nearest tens would be 800. Okay, so let's take the another example, question number G, 747. Okay, so in this case you see, if you write this number is in place value chart, so ones, tens and 100. So what is the digit is in ones place, that is 7. So we know that 7 is greater than 5. So that is actually we are okay, in this, so I'm so sorry, this is actually rounded down, not rounded up. So that is actually rounded down, and here actually this is if that digit is in ones place is greater than 0. So that's in this case we are doing rounded up. Okay, so in this case that 747 rounded to the nearest tens would be 750. So you have to increase what is the digit is in tens place, you have to increase by 1, and in the, what is the digit is in ones place, you have to put 0. So for the rounding the number to the nearest 10, change the number, and if you have to check what is the digit is in one place. If the digit is less than 5, then the next numbers means what is the means what is the digit is in tens place, you have to increase by 1, and then what is the digit is in ones place, you have only replace by 0. So that in this case the after the rounded to the nearest tens would be 750. So 747 rounded to the nearest tens would be 750. Okay, now question number 5. Question number 5, you see rounded to the nearest 100. So if we take the first question, question number A, 7264. So if you write the number is in place value chart, so in this case you are after doing the rounded to the nearest 100. So you write the number is in place value chart, ones, tens, 100 and 1000. So when you are doing the rounded to the nearest 100, so in this case you have to check what is the digit is in tens place. So what is the digit is in tens place, so that the digit is 6, and 6 is greater than 5, so we are actually doing the rounded up. Okay, so in this case, so after doing the rounded up, so that the number, so the what is the rule of the rounded up, so but if the digit is in tens place is greater than 5, so you have to increase that what is the digit is in 100 place, you have to increase by 1, and what is the digit is in tens place and ones place, you just replace by 0. Okay, so 7264 rounded to the nearest 100 would be 7300. Okay, so okay, let's take the another example. Okay, so question number A, 9829. So here also you have to write this number is in place value chart, ones, tens, 100 and 1000. So now you check what is the digit, because we are doing the rounded to the nearest 100. So in this case you have to check what is the digit is in tens place. So the digit is in tens place is 2, and 2 is less than 5, that is actually we are doing rounded down. Okay, so 9829, oh sorry, rounded to the nearest hundreds would be 9800. Okay, so like this way you have to solve. Now see question number G. So you see that question number G, question number 6. Question number okay, so in question number 5 I have discussed question number A and F. Okay, so now you take that now we to start the question number 6, round to the nearest 1000. So if we take the first number, question number A, 3656, here actually we are doing rounded to the nearest 1000. So in this case you have to write the number is in place value chart. This is our first step. So ones, tens, 100 and 1000. We are doing nearest rounded to the nearest 1000, so that's why we have to check what is the digit is in 100 place. So the digit is in 100 place and 6 is greater than 5. So it is actually we are doing rounded off. So rounded up, so that 3656 rounded to the nearest thousand, thousands would be 400,000. So here actually we are doing whenever because that 6 is greater than 5 and we are doing the rounded up, so according to the rule of the rounded up, so what is the digit is in so first steps is the number you write down in place value chart, you check because we are doing the rounded to the nearest thousand, so you check what is the digit is in 100 place. If the digit is in 100 place is greater than 5, so then you the what is the digit is in 1000 place, you have to increase by 1, and that what is the digit is in 100 tens and ones place, that's you replace by zeros. Okay, so this is the condition. So you see here 6 is greater than 5, so that's why we are doing rounded up. So rounded, according to the rounded up, you have to increase the digit what is the is placed in the 1000 place, it is increased by 1, so I am increasing by 1, that it will be 4, and the rest of the places means 100 tens and ones place you have to replace by zeros. Okay, now take another one example is question number C, 8492. so if you write this number is in place value chart, ones, tens, 100 and 1000. So here you check what is the digit is in 100 place, because we are doing rounded to the nearest 1000, so that is 4, the digit 4 is less than 5, so that is we are doing rounded down. Okay, so rounded down, so here you see that 4 is less than 5, so 8492 rounded to the nearest 1000 would be, so nearest 1000 the number would be 8000, the number would be 8000. Okay, so because we are doing applying a rule of the rounded down, so here is that 4 is less than 5, that's why you have to replace that 100 place digit, 1 tens place or 1 place digit replaced by 0, so it will be after rounding the nearest 1000, the number 8492 would be 8000 only. Okay, next now you see the estimating sums, differences and products and quotients. So students, already I have discussed how to do that estimation. So we know that estimation not only saves our time but also help us to check whether our answer is reasonably correct or not. So let us learn to find the estimated value of the sum, difference and product of the large number. So you see the first question, first things is the estimating sum. So use rounded numbers to estimate the sum. So the first question is given estimate for the sum of 3741 and plus 5021 rounded to the nearest thousand. So how can you solve this type of problem? So question example number 1, so you see that you have to do the sum by using an estimation. So 3741 plus 5021, and whatever is in your question is given, you have to round it to the nearest thousand. So at first you separately each of the number you round it to the nearest thousand, then you find out what is the sum of this question. Okay, or this number sum. Okay, now you check that if you first one I am taking the 3741, so we are doing rounded to the nearest thousand, so that's why you have to check what is the digit is in 100 place. So 7 is greater than 5, so in this case that is rounded up, so the number would be is 4000. Okay, and here if you take this number, so here the number is 5021 and the digit is in is 100 place is 0 and that is less than 5, so the number would be 5000 only. Okay, So now if you because in question is given you have to do the sum of these two numbers, so you write down that 4000 plus 5000. So what will be the answer? That will be 9000. Okay, so that's why you have to solve this question. Okay, so this is the estimated sum. And now you check the word estimating difference. So here also you see the given estimate for the difference. Actually this number is given in the international system, and you see this is a 300,000 okay, so the number would be 317,753 minus 115,522. So you have to subtract this number from this, rounded to the nearest 100,000. So nearest to the 100,000. So for this actually you have to check what is the digit is in 10,000 place. So you see here, so you, in this case you see the digit is in 10,000 place is 1, and that is less than 5. So that's why the after estimating this number or after rounding to the nearest 100,000, the number would be 300,000 only. And the second numbers also it would be 100,000 only, and after estimating the difference the number would be 300,000 minus 100,000, so it will be 200,000. Okay, so like this way you have to solve. Then you see the estimating product. In estimating products also, in separately you have to find out first the rounding to the nearest 100. So here also you have to check, because in question is given rounding to the nearest 100, so that's why you have to check what is the digit is in tens place. So if you take the first numbers 722, and the digit is in tens place is 2, and 2 is less than 5, so that's why the after rounded to the nearest 100, the number 722 would be 700. And now you check for 489, so the digit is in tens place is 8, and that is greater than 5, so that's why the number 489 after rounding to the nearest 100, the number would be 500. Okay, and so then you do the product, and 7 into multiply by 5, so it will be 35, and 4 zeros is here. In 700 there are 2 zeros, and for 500 it will be 2 zeros, so 4 zeros you have to put. So like this way you have to solve. So if both multipliers end in 50 or are halfway numbers, then rounding one number up and the number down will give you a better estimate of the product. Okay, now same way you have to do these questions also. Now is the that estimating quotient. So you see here, so how to do addition in sum, how to do differences, and how to do multiplication. Now you have to check how to do that estimating quotient. So estimate the quotient of 891 divided by 288. So at first you have to estimate the number 891 to the nearest 100. So the digit is in 1/10 place is 9, so 9 is greater than 5, so that's why the number after rounding to the nearest 100, the number 891 would be 900. And they are also the 288. So here also the digit is in tens place is 8, and that is also greater than 5. That's why that after rounding to the nearest 100, the number would be 300. So 900 divided by 300, so it will be 3. So that is the estimating quotient. Okay, so like this way you see how to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So see students, one thing, how to do this addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, those things already you learn. So one thing is that extra is that how to estimate, by using the estimation how can you solve this type of problem. So this part actually, if you separately use estimate the number at first, means rounding to the nearest 10, nearest 100, whatever is given in your question, or nearest 1000, nearest 10,000, or near 100,000. So you check at first and then you try to solve it. Okay, now make a how to make a compatible estimation. So let us look at a problem that needs a compatible number. So 2321 divided by 8. Normally we would round 2321 down to 2300, but 2300 is not easily divisible by 8. So the nearest 100 easily divisible by 8 is 2400, because 24 is divided by 8 is 3. Okay, and this makes 2400 a compatible number. So 2400 divided by 8, so it will be 300. So you see one thing, when you do this number is estimating this number to the nearest 10, so you check one thing, that number 2300 is not divisible by 8, so that's why we have to check that another number what is nearest to the 100, so that is you have to check if that number is divisible by 8 or not. So that is actually the compatible number 2400, and your estimating quotient would be 300. Remember to keep in mind the following observations when estimating a quotient. So the estimate must make sense for the problem, the estimate must be reasonable, the estimate must be close to the exact answer. If none of the above fits the estimate, we use exact match to find the solution. Okay, so these three things have to fit the estimate. Okay, and if it's not fit, so then use exact mathematical problem, and whatever I discussed in the previous, so that's things you have to do without estimation. Okay, so students, I want all please you try to solve this problem set, and next day I will discuss that few questions from here. Okay, so thank you students, hope you understand. Bye, take care, have a good day, bye bye.